G'day guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be doing my tips for round 14, I believe it is. It could be 14, could be 15. I'll figure that out in just a moment. What's exciting at the moment though, have a look at this. Oh, second on the table. Jazz Boy 212, look out. We'll see how we go there, but yeah, exciting times. I don't think I've ever been this high on the table. Clearly there's a fair few on 82 at the moment. I've just got the job done by margin, but long way to go. But rather be, I've got all the pressure being near the top of the table. I've got to play my cards right for the rest of the season. Round 15 we are. Last week I got 5 out of 6, and I don't know who let me down. It was either Gold Coast or Carlton. Either way, way too much faith in Gold Coast. Did not think Carlton had it in them, but they did. Carlton will definitely, we'll find out a bit more about them in the next few weeks and how real they are, or whether they've finally had a breakthrough. If you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. I do my tips each week. Subscribe so you can see how you're tracking, how I'm tracking, how everyone in the world's tracking. But without further ado, let's get into the tips for round 15. Starting us off, Thursday night, we have Geelong and Melbourne. This one's at GMHBA Stadium. I'll be there. I hope we win. But, yeah, look, it's hard to... I don't think teams that have had the bye have come off the bye that well. But I don't trust us enough to pick us at the moment with our current form line. I don't know the last time I tipped us, actually. But I'm going to go Melbourne by 23. Also think, yeah, it's definitely a game we could find a way to win, but we'd have to play, just our absolute best football of the year, and I'm yet to see it. And the midfield is, arguably the biggest issue, and continues to be the biggest issue. And I just don't think we're able to sort of match it. We defeated Melbourne at home late last year when we were absolutely flying. Melbourne were kind of falling off the rails a little bit. It's completely different. It's almost flipped around this time around. Melbourne are flying. We're not. We're barely playing top 8 football, even though it is at home. Your home ground advantage is as good as you are as a side, really. But and we're not travelling that well. So, yeah, I think Melbourne to get the job done. But, I mean, if Geelong lose, could be season over as well. But I think Melbourne, too strong. Logic prevails there for me. Not the heart. Friday night, we've got St Kilda and the Brisbane Lions. This one's at Marvel Stadium. Going to be, quite a close game, this one, I suspect. And the Saints have been a little bit win-loss for, what appears to be a bit of a period of time. I'm going to go St Kilda because I haven't really liked what Brisbane have been doing lately. They just scraped over the line against Sydney at the Gabba, who, again, they're not going that well at the moment. And just a couple of, not so characteristic performances. They lost to the Hawks, and I don't really trust them away from home that well. And I think the Saints are actually going okay. They've ran into some pretty good sides, and I think at Marvel, I'm going to go St Kilda. So go Saints, please win. That'd be great. Then we got Sydney and the West Coast. This one's at the SCG. It's pretty hard to tip the Eagles at any given time. But I'll be going the Swans. Swans to win at home. I don't think the Eagles have won at the SCG for a very long time. I don't even know if they might have defeated Carlton there or even lost to Carlton there when during the COVID ravaged season. But I'm not too sure. They don't play that great there anyway, and they're not great at the moment. So I will be tipping Sydney at home. Then we go to Optus Stadium on the Saturday night. Fremantle, Essendon, big game here, and the Dockers have to respond. I think they should win, but I like what Essendon are doing. They've got some good cavalry in the side at the moment. Their midfield's playing really well. Their forward line's pretty dangerous. Could have a good record against them, and I'm going to be probably proven wrong here. They've won at least 4 of the last 5, with the Dockers winning at Marvel last year. But yeah, Essendon, completely different side. Dockers have sort of fallen off the perch a little bit. They had won 4 in a row. They've lost their last couple and haven't been great. They lost to the Tigers at home as well. So I don't think their form at home has been super strong, and I just love what the Bombers are doing. So I'll tip the Bombers there. Interesting that they're, I guess, yeah, close enough to even money game. Gamble responsibly, of course. Then we have the Sunday Arvo games to here. And I've got Collingwood up against Adelaide. It's hard to go past the Pies. They've been terrific. Coming off the Pies, probably the only real chance that Adelaide would have there. But, yeah, they didn't defeat them in Adelaide Oval, and I don't think they'll beat them at the MCG. I don't think they'll come close, to be honest. It could be a bit of a wash. Pies getting the job done there nicely, I think. Then we move to the final game of the round, which is, yeah, tough. We've got Gold Coast, Hawthorn. Hawthorn, I think, coming off the bye. No Sicily for a few weeks, which I think plays a big part. I don't usually keep up to date with who's in and who's out of the side, so I usually just go by gut feel of the team momentum at the time. I think, yeah, Gold Coast at their home deck to respond after a terrible loss to the Blues. I think they'll be seething and, yeah, should get the job done. Let's chuck those away, ladies and gentlemen. Round 15 tips. So I've picked Melbourne to win by 23 down at the Cattery. Bit of an upset there. Actually, it's not an upset. It'd be upsetting for me, but it's not upsetting if the gamblers and the punters are going the right way there. Friday night, we've got St Kilda. Then we've got Sydney to be West Coast, Essendon, Collingwood, and Gold Coast. There we are. That's it for me, guys. Chuck your tips down in the comments below. And if you like the video, click the like button. YouTube likes it, and I like you clicking like. So, yeah, subscribe as well if you haven't already. And you can stay up to date with all of my picks for each week and see how terribly or how well I go. And, yeah, hopefully a good weekend of football ahead. Go Cats. Hopefully we can get the job done. Guys, appreciate you joining in. I'll catch you all on the next video.